So where has the value in Vegas gone? Well, it might just be right here at the Golden Gate. They're taking a bold move by removing all of their dealers. No more human beings out here at the Golden Gate. We're gonna do a quick tour of the Golden Gate, a place where you never get to see inside because it is forbidden. We've been invited. And we're gonna talk about AI automation, the loss of jobs, but how this place here is an absolute shining beacon when it comes to leveraging that for you, for good. Are you ready? Let's go. So first things first, when you come into the Golden Gate, you're going to be greeted by a 21 plus experience. They want to make sure that you're vetted for your safety and your security. That's something they started doing at Circa. Derek Stevens, the owner of this place, is real about making sure that you have the best experience possible. The lack of human beings at a property, that's something that is really concerning. But should it be? I mean, a lot of people think that the young'uns out there want the human experience, but I'd argue that they're growing up on their phones and displays like this more and more. Yeah.
Dude, no video.
Are you some? Seriously? They know who I am. That's a good feeling. I love it. Electronic table games, big displays everywhere. What does it mean for you? I mean, is this really what you're looking for? That's called the Prohibition Bar because this building existed through Prohibition when all around Fremont Street they were hiding the alcohol, but not too well. But there's so many table games. This is the gaming pit right here. This used to be where all of the dealers were. This used to be where you had dancing girls back in the day. This is the place where now it's all just bubble craps and various kinds of what they call ETGs, electronic table games. You know, I've never understood the soulless, artificial look of this, but I guess people really resonate with this stuff. People have shown that they're okay with this experience. They're all right with the touchscreens. They're all right with the one-on-one experience. If it means that they can get better value is the primary thing there. That's something that this place is hoping to do on a grand scale. See, because if you've been on my channel, you'll understand I've been telling you for a while, automation and AI is coming, and you better learn this stuff. If you don't learn this stuff, you're going to be like the people last year in Silicon Valley that were laid off, that we've talked about in this on this channel before. You're going to be like the over 100,000 by the time this year is done. What happens when AI learns how to drive trucks across the country? Some good paying jobs that are gone. At the same time, look at how many people are out here enjoying these games. I never thought I would see such resonance with this, but that's exactly what we're seeing right now. This is not the first time Vegas has seen this kind of innovation. After COVID-19 and the reopening, it was announced that a Whitney Houston hologram show be adorning the Las Vegas Strip. And people went. There's plans for an ABBA reunion with holographic ABBA avatars. You see, because while the Strip is full of big corporate entities, they have, as I've explained in the past, backed themselves into a corner. They are stuck with having to charge high fees, nickel and dime you. They don't have the ability to say, hey, it's slow. Let's do something like the Circus special that they ran over the summer for an all-inclusive essential experience. But the thing is, they're beholden to shareholders and stock markets. That's why I've told you guys, you gotta learn how to trade. And I do it in the mornings. And the way I look at it is like, if a company like Wynn Resorts, here, look at this right here on the screen right now. If they're gonna go up and down throughout the day, I wanna go and buy and sell. And you know, when it gets to this level off this line, I wanna make some money off that. So if you think that paying an extra bill here and there and maybe possibly getting to where you can pay your rent to something you want to do, go to 1kaday.diy, put the code 3, I'll have 10 spots available. You guys will get in on the best price, you'll help me build the course, you guys will be a founding member, and we can get you started. But it is what it is. Are you gonna do it? Let me know. So we're trying to get it straight from the owner. We're trying to get Derek Stevens
Right now. So let's go.
Oh, evidently, we got him on a step and a repeat right now, and we're gonna ask Derek a couple of questions about everything. What's that?
Yeah, get a couple.
I'll get a couple of questions. So I have the man himself, Mr. Derek Stevens. Thank you so much. I find it amazing. You parlayed your business up in Michigan all the way down here. You made it big, and I tell people all the time, they owe all those bands and all that stuff out there. They can thank you for that. So thank you for that.
Well, that's too kind, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, now we talked a few years ago about various stuff. Now we're onto this new phase, this post-COVID phase. And what are your thoughts? What were you thinking when you pulled that executive decision with your team, of course, to like remove all of the dealers, all the human interactions?
Well, one thing, we had an advantage because we owned the D in the Golden Gate. So we had opportunities to move all of our dealers and our entire dealer division to one of our other casinos. So nobody lost a job. That was the first thing.
Yeah.
So this kind of opened up the opportunity. You know, this is the oldest building in Las Vegas.
Of course, yeah.
1 Fremont Street. So this is where a lot of Vegas started. And the whole concept of the night starts here kind of evolves around this building. This is effectively a large speakeasy.
Right.
And with what's happened lately, with a lot of people talking about Vegas, maybe isn't as good a value as what it used to be. We've always tried to bring the fun, but now we're really trying to bring the value back. That not just on one night, but from 6 to 7 p.m., 7 nights a week, 365 days a year. We're going to take the Prohibition Bar, make it an open bar for anybody that wants to show off. And then we're going to be giving away free play out of our Players Club just for showing up. We wanted to really do a little bit of a give back and get people excited about coming out to Las Vegas. You know, there's so much to do in Vegas, whether it's going to a show, a concert, a sporting event, maybe a great dinner, or just going out on the town and gambling. Nothing better than starting your night up with a free drink and maybe hitting a jackpot. So that's kind of why we wanted to come up with this campaign called The Night Starts Here.
So somebody in my comments mentioned, Derek, you got rid of the mermaids and stuff. There was no dealers there, and now we got the same experience here. What are your thoughts there?
Well, I think things have changed since that time frame. I mean, we're going back now. That was 10 years ago.
Right.
And I think the slot technology and electronic table games are a much different element. And I think people are far more accustomed to playing on their phone.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on anything, whether it's just the gamification of your iPhone. So I think there's an element here with the new technology of the slots, in a speakeasy style place like the Golden Gate. It all just kind of fits together. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time you gave us, and congratulations, man.
Thank
for
you.
real.
Appreciate
Yep,
it.
thank you. So you heard what the man said. Basically, it's about bringing value back, and they didn't lay anybody off, which is unbelievably cool. As a matter of fact, you can go over to the Circa right across the street from this place, and you can get your table game experience. And you can also use Club One, which is their membership that transfers from here to the Circa to the D Las Vegas. The day of AI is here, and more you're going to see it leveraged in Vegas. AI will be used for everything, and you guys have to know that you better get on top of this. If you have a business, start to leverage it. And if you work for a business, start to learn it. And it's not like electronic table games or anything new. I remember years ago, people asking me, begging me to play Bubble Craps. Bubble Craps was one of the most popular games for the last few years. So in a way, they're really just giving you more of what you already want. And speaking of more of what you want, if you guys like this video, you want to get more experiences like it, show it some love, subscribe to the channel. Look, if you're 1% smarter, if you learned even one thing in this video, subscribe to the channel. Become part of the 1% smarter club, all right? The electronic table games aside, it never ceases to amaze me how many machines they'll pack into one wall. Look at these. It just is an endless wall of machines. It never stops. $3 for minimum bet blackjack and roulette. Big time with the roulette out here. Lots of roulette views. Yeah, people seem to be really taking to this, actually. You know, they're packed. They're packed way deep around these machines. I can't even navigate through. So there you have it. The very first hotel and casino floor in the city to take that leap, to go all in on electronic table games, as it's called. The question is this bold move going to be something that plays out in the future? I think you heard Derek, the owner, the CEO of the company, say that the young people want to have a relationship with their devices and their screens. And I think that that's largely something that a lot of us of the over 40 generation has experienced. The only question is whether or not they can parlay the value created by moving everybody into a centralized table game situation at Circa into something that really changes and shifts the industry. But I'll tell you what, Derek has done it in the past. And this has been quite the experience. One of the oldest hotels in the city, one of the biggest values of 2025 going into 2026. Are you going to come down for the open bar? Are you going to get the free play? Tell me in the comments below. Subscribe if you're just browsing through. Now's the time in the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and click.